What's up, guys? Chris with Chef Sports Cards here. Welcome to a fun Saturday night of card opening. We're doing 2022 Topps Pro Debut half jumbo case break number 15. My very last box is a Pro Debut. Very sad. I mean, we could always get more, but nah, not now. Maybe sometime down the road. What time we got? 10 o'clock. All right, we're on. So welcome, especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. A little bit about us. We've been around for 5 years now. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as we can. These will be out right at the beginning of the week. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We do free breaks, and we use our subscriber list from YouTube. So just punch that subscriber button, and hey, maybe you'll get into a free break in the future. Let's go over the teams. D-backs, Michael A. Braves, Michael D. Orioles, Daniel O. Red Sox, Brian W. Cubs and White Sox, Ricky H. Reds, Michael M. Guardians, Kenny D. Rockies, Rich L. Tigers, Chris L. Royals and Astros and Angels, Ricky H. Dodgers, Julius R. Brewers, Twins, and Marlins, Ricky H. Mets, Norman G. Yankees, Stephen L. A's, Ricky H. Phillies, Jeremy J. Pirates, Ricky H. Cardinals, Jeremy J. Padres, Sean C. Giants and Mariners, Ricky H. Rays, Francisco M. Rangers, Ricky H. Blue Jays, Michael D. And Nationals, Ricky H. All right, let's open some cards. How many people we got with us? Yeah, we got enough to get rolling. Yater. Come on, fix this thing. Get it out of my way. Oh my god. Oh, hold on one sec. There we go. Much better. All right. So everybody can hear, everybody can see. I'm knocking the camera around. Look, I have a new obsession. Breaking Bad toys. You see him up there in the corner? By Jesse Pinkman. I just ordered a Heisenberg. I'm going to get them all. I find the stupidest stuff to collect sometimes. My 6-inch Mezco, I think, makes them. Something like that. 6-inch Jesse Pinkman Breaking Bad. I mean, come on. When else can you have a toy of a drug manufacturer? All right, let's bring that camera down some. Let's get some focus on. All right, we're good. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Maddox, Bruns, Jung, McGreevy, Ciano, Abel, Perez. Harry Ford. Oh, Basie pack. Crapple. Come on, I feel another superfractor coming on. Get a superfractor tonight. Been pulling a lot of one-on-ones lately, past few weeks. Tonight would be a good time to pull another one. Ronnie Mauricio for the Mets to 150. Jose Miranda. And George Valera for Cleveland to 25. And Herniza to 99 for the Orioles. Hello, Richard. How are you? So glad you could join us this evening for the opening of the packages of cards. Daniel, I don't even know why I looked at the list. I know who's got 6 of 99. My man Daniel. He is an Orioles FAN, baby. I think Daniel makes up about half of our Orioles sales. George Valera is 6 of 25. Rich, what's going on in your world, bud? Anything good? Anything new? Anything happening? And Mauricio, 24 of 150. I feel like we're down a little bit, just a slight touch too low. I try to go down like half the baseball. There we go. All right, focus. Thank you. Langoliers, Ortega, Knowles, Campos, Merrill, and Davis. And may the Schwartz be with you. JT Schwartz for the Mets. Autograph. For Norman. Christmas shopping already? Wow. I mean, my wife does that too, but she's past the years of making me go or trying to get me to go. You have a young kid, that's why. When you have young kids, you don't have a choice, like because you're taking the kid and you need both you and this and that. But my kid's on his own basically, so I don't get roped into that stuff anymore. But where'd you go? Don't tell me you were at King of Prussia in that monstrosity of a nightmare. Actually, I was out there today. I picked up dinner out there. Just being in the parking lot makes me nervous. So are they locking the parking lots to King of Prussia now? I saw all the barriers out there. Robert Hassel for Sean. There you go, buddy. 3 of 99. I don't know if you've been out there, if that's where you were today, but now at all the entrances to the mall, they have like lockable barriers that they put up. They never had those before. Those have to be in the last year or so. I guess they must have been having kids hanging out in the parking lot or something at night. Vivas, Montgomery, Valdez, Nunez, York, and Salas. Oh, Hobby Lobby. I'm going to say something really stupid. I've never been in a Hobby Lobby in my life. Like, is it like Michael's, like a crafty type of thing? Do they actually, like, I've been by them, but I've actually never shopped in one ever. Does Hobby Lobby sell cards in Hobby Lobby? I mean, and this is a hobby, and they're a lobby. You would think maybe. It's so weird that they lock that up overnight now. That is a new thing there, though, at KOP. And where's Hobby Lobby in Exton? At the mall, like out by there? Bonacy, Leon, Powson, Watson, and Mauricio. Pee-wee Reese and Jordan Lawler to 99, draft debut. Trey Sweeney for the Yanks to 99. Esteban Machado to 75 for Toronto. It's so weird. I mean, I was trying to think when I drove out. I haven't, like the actual mall. I've been to Walmart a few times out there, but not Walmart, Wegmans a few times, but I don't think I've been by the mall in the past like 6 months or so. And I used to work there back in the day, so I know they didn't have them back then. Who's got the Blue Jays? Michael D on the Esteban Machado. It's so weird. That must be a hell of a job for one guy just to go around lock all the gates. There's like 8,000 entrances to that stupid mall. For Steven on that Trey Sweeney, numbered 33 of 99. Hobby Lobby. And the Lawler is numbered 79 of 99 for Michael A. They had people try to break in. Oh, really? In Fox and Hound? Huh. Oh. Well, I mean, it's not like they can't just like climb those gates, but it was just weird to see, like I said, and it stood out, you know. I picked up food from Maggiano's, Velasquez, Cartaya, Lopez, Lorenzen, and Nelson. And for the Red Sox, Alex Pinales, rookie auto, base auto. I meant rookie. I'm losing my mind. For Brian. Oops. Over here, man. Over here. And behind that, for the Mets, Brett Beatty, gold chrome, 30 of 50. For Norman, nice one there, bud. All right, box number 2. My man Tyrese Maxey, 26 points tonight. Love this kid. All right, box 2. Good luck, everybody. Diego Velasquez. All right, Ramos, Vargas, Acosta, Bachman, and Sweeney. King Griffey Jr., Watson, and Pedro Pineda refractor to 99 for Oakland. 45 of 99. Lots of yarn. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I was joking about the cards. I've actually never been in one. That's what I'm saying. Is it like a Michaels type of, like a craft type of store? I always see hobby and I think like, well, cards are hobby. Shouldn't they have cards? For Ricky. Like I always think of Michaels as like the scrapbooking, yarning, you know, that type of stuff. Petty. Do. Luis Matos, brick by brick. All right, Esteban Machado, Santana, White, Franklin, Matos. Ooh, another orange lava. We love orange lavas. Vivas for the Dodgers to 150. And, ooh, for the Marlins, nice one. Khalil Watson to 25. Orange lava, 20 of 25. They do sell cards, John? Like I said, I've never been in one, so I don't. I mean, I always kind of thought it was like a Michaels type of place. I don't know if you guys have Michaels out there. I'm sure you do, but they're a pretty big company. For Ricky. There you go. And the Dodgers is Julius. on the Jordan Vivas. Hobby Lobby, like the cards out there, it's like going like Target, like blasters and stuff like that, right? 75 of 150. Alejandro Pai. I'm sure that dude got teased crazy in school. Damn. Joel Embiid at 42 points tonight. All right, oh my. All right, Clark, Garcia, Tovar, Muncie, Holgate, Kerstedt, Delgado, and for the Cubbies, Nelson Velasquez, auto. You know what's weird? I just saw someone, and I mean, maybe you guys can back this up. Who's got the Cubs tonight, Ricky? I just saw someone post on Instagram or YouTube, or not YouTube, Instagram or Facebook, or one of them, that Target has dropped their limits on boxes at the stores. I didn't even check online, to be honest with you. Like, they don't even sell them in stores around us. 63 is 75. Not that I've ever seen anyway for the Diamondbacks, for Michael. Like, I saw someone post a thing where it said like you can buy as many as you want. You know, things are back to normal or whatever. But they don't even sell cards in the Targets around here. I don't think they ever brought them back after that whole. Not that I've seen anyway. I know Walmart does, but they never have anything anyway. A few times I've been in there. Martinez, brick by brick. Lawler, drafty debut. And Miller, Downs, Cuero, Gorman, Frelick. That is a Kerstedt refractor to 99. 51 of 99. And Emmanuel Rodriguez for the Twins to 99. 46 of 99. I don't know if anyone else noticed that or if it was just Twinnies is Ricky. And Kerstedt is for Daniel. DeCastro, Lawler, Byers, Baez, and Painter. Clemens, and for the Twinnies, Malfrin Sosa. And another one for the Twins right behind it. Austin Martin is 75. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Rich. I haven't either. But I mean, I guess again, it depends, on populations of areas and stuff. That's why I was kind of surprised to see when they said they were taking the limits off. I was like, the limits? I haven't seen a card in Target in a couple of years. Back in the day, I had the best Target spot back before all this nonsense and the pandemic started and everything. There's in Devon, Pennsylvania, which is like 2 towns over from where my main kitchen is. They built this, these kind of like medium-sized targets they build. I don't know if any of you guys or if you live in cities. They have these ones in the cities that are really small, that are like seriously like just like pickup centers. And then they've built in smaller areas or in places they don't have as much space. They kind of build these targets that are like half sized. But you do a lot of online pickups there too, like they ship stuff into there and whatever. So anyway, they built one of these in this town called Devon. And back in the day, for those of you who remember, when you used to go buy cards at Target, you would go in and there'd be a big line right by the registers where like, or it would be register one where there'd be a whole, like aisle full of cards there. Jalen Palmer for the Mets, 86 of 150. So and sometimes like if they have an upstairs and a downstairs, it'll be by the downstairs register, whatever. So because this place was smaller, they had cards, but they put them all the way in the back corner of the store with the toys, but on like an end cap back there. Davis, Spikes, Martin, Taylor, House, Wilson, Ford, and for the Rays, Alejandro Pai auto. Francisco, yeah. So I think people used to come in there and would look for cards and they wouldn't see that like aisle up front by the registers and go, oh, they don't sell cards here. Because some Targets don't sell cards, haven't and never did, So whenever something new would come out, I go in the back and there'd always be a ton of it back there and I would buy it all up and use it or whatever. But that's the one where they ended up having this like massive fight in where a guy was hospitalized and like two guys were arrested. So needless to say that we had that for about a year until it was awesome though, man. I could always find it because I don't think anyone else knew they were back there. You can find them. Yeah, I've heard that. Well, you can get them all online too. I mean, they're not, it's nowhere near what it used to be. That's for sure. As far as the retail stuff goes. I mean, certain items still come out, select football or whatever, people go crazy for, but yeah, it's not like it was. The resale's not there like it was during the pandemic, There is still resale on, you can still make money off them though, just not the absurd amounts people were making back then. I was always the good guy with that back when I used to do that. Like I haven't bought cards in Target in 2-3 years. Franklin, Matos, Miller, Downs, Cuero, Gorman, and another Schwartz. To 99 this time for the Mets. For Norman. My wife used to say to me, so like I remember when I think it was 2018 Bowman Megas were out. And I went to this one Target and they had like, I don't know, like 36 boxes on the shelf. And then there was also regular Bowman blasters there. There was like another 24 or something like that. And I picked up, I think 24 of the Megas and like 12 of the blasters. And my wife's like, well, why didn't you just buy them all? And I was the only person there. It's not like there was a line or people were fighting for it or anything. This was before things got out of control. It's like, I feel bad. Yeah, I'm just an idiot. I don't know. I just feel bad taking them all. She's like, you got there first. Why not? And then you saw what happened during the pandemic. And I'm like, see, that's what being greedy gets you, man. Just shot in a parking lot. Vargas, Acosta, Bachman, Sweeney, Clark. You know what they say? Nice guys finish last. I've proven that fact many a time in my life. Dustin Pedroia. We got a Cornerstone auto. Cool. Jose Ramos for the Dodgers to 150. Alan Cerda for Cincinnati to 75. And Cespedes for the rest of us. Gold future Cornerstones 20 of 50 for the White Sox. Yeah, the few places that stock around here, like Walmart, you still can't find anything there. It's always, I mean, I don't go to a lot of Walmarts, so I mean, I shouldn't say that equivocally, but the one or two that I do go to, on a somewhat regular basis, it's always wiped out. But again, I think that just comes down to population. I mean, there's just a lot of people where we live. Ellen Serda, 57 of 75. So the White Sox is Ricky. The Reds is Michael. The only pain in the ass for that stuff like on Target online was the limits. That was always a pain. Like if you wanted, like if I was getting, Bowman Megas off of there, you got to order them 3 at a time. And then you got to do it through different accounts, different cards, this, that, whatever. Then wait a day and order 2 more. And it's like I get that the first month of a release, but after the first month, if they're still there, just open it up and let people buy, Is there, Rich? The one in King of Prussia, they do that on Friday? Yeah. And those dudes on Whatnot, man, they sell a lot of blaster boxes. For the Pirates, he's a pirate. Bubba Chandler. For Ricky. And behind that for the Red Sox, Nick Yorkie Gold Chrome. This card there, 20 of 50. KOP, yeah. Yeah, usually on the rare case, sometimes I'll pick up cases of soda there, stuff for the cafe. If I'm out that way, I'll just stop because they'll have like, Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, that type of stuff. And those shelves are usually ravaged, always ravaged. On a rare occasion, you'll find something if you get lucky, but. Well, you guys remember during the pandemic, I mean, there were guys like posting videos on YouTube of like following like the MJ Holding guys around from store to store. Like, all right, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand. I mean, I'm about commerce. I get it. I don't think you should take everything, but I understand. And especially during that whole situation, money was tight and tough to come by in some cases. Lyle, Davis, Boisier, and Solamento. Although I'll tell you what, if I was there and people were in line, there is no way I could clean out a shelf. I would feel horrible. I'm just Necro and Ford. And for Baltimore, Reed Trimble, gold, 19 of 50. Yeah, Barnes & Noble I've seen. It's funny how in the last few years it's shown up in different places. You can get Pokemon at Costco. I've seen that. And I've gone there. Reed Trimble for Daniel. Yeah, it's interesting. That's for sure. I mean, like I said, it's shown up in a lot more places. I've seen guys in like, finding stuff in Big Lots and, those type of places, But yeah, I remember during the pandemic, guys were like posting videos like, this is the, MJ Holding guy for the Kentucky area, and he hits here at this time and here at this time. And these people are following him around. Campos brick by brick, like Jesus. Mac, Trimble, Cespedes, Machado, Santana, White. Good thing I didn't work for them. I'd have been selling that stuff out of the back of my truck if I was them. Marte for Seattle, numbered 79 of 150. I'm sure many of them were. They're like, don't go into Walmart. Just come over here. I'll sell it to you right off my truck. But I have seen those videos like from a couple of years ago or a year or two ago where guys were like waiting in line at the Walmart and the guy's like, loading the shelves and the first dude just comes up with a cart and just like whoosh, takes everything while there's 20 guys waiting in line. Like you have to have some serious balls to do that because I not only I couldn't do that, I would feel bad, but I would be expecting to get my ass whooped if there was like 20 guys in line waiting for cards and you took everything. Like, you better have somebody with you to watch your back going out. You deserve a beating for that. Thomas, Garcia, Hassel, Cassis, Ramos. Move on. And for the Red Sox, Ching Jung Liu, I think it would be for the Red Sox. In Big Lots today, they had Heritage Fat Packs and Big League Way. Yeah, the Heritage Fat Packs I've seen before in there. Way overpriced, really. I think they would have this stuff cheap, trying to get rid of it out of a Big Lot. For Brian. And behind that, for the A's, CJ Rodriguez. 92 and 99 on the refractor. So did you get, I know this is what our conversation started with. Did you get much holiday shopping done today, Rich? Are the good deals out there already? People already pawning off Black Friday stuff? The only thing I hate about this time of year, like, there's some stuff I want to buy, a couple things, like, decent size, couple $100 items, but then like, oh, maybe I should wait for a couple weeks and see if they go on sale on Black Friday. Like, there's nothing that annoys me more than I pay like $300 for something and see it on sale for like, $229 the next week, and I'm just like, like I just threw $70 away. If I'd have just waited. It bothers me so much. It doesn't matter if I have the money or not. Just the fact that I could have gotten it cheaper if I waited a week. Oh, that's just like the worst. You do Amazon? Yeah, nice. But she got stuff. That's all that matters. As long as she got stuff, then you had a successful day. Happy wife, happy life, my friend. You know the deal. Ryan Holgate to 99. Angeles, Morissette, Acuna, Palmers, Schwartz, Encarnacio, Strand. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do this year. I know one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy both my wife and my son books of car wash for the car wash. Neither one of them wash the car. It drives me insane. They both have white cars, and both of them are constantly filthy. And I pay for both cars, so that annoys me even more. So they're both going to get like, 10 washes to the local car wash. That's going to be their present for Christmas. They drive me nuts. Yeah, it is nice when they're older. You just kind of, the last couple of years I've been doing like the trip thing, like taking them on vacation or whatever and just going, here, Merry Christmas. We're going to the Dominican Republic or, whatever. And that way I just get it done with. Morneau and Curtis Mead auto for the Rays. Well, I mean, she might not be wrong. That's for sure. So, I mean, my wife Christmas shops now too. She's already been Christmas shopping, but yeah, I want things as easy as possible. If I'm buying something in a store, I know exactly what it is. I'm walking to it, buying it, and walking out. Tampa is Francisco, and behind that, Colton Cowser to 75. But otherwise, it's online or call somebody, say, hey, set this up, whatever. But I mean, the car wash thing in my house is such a bone of contention with me. It drives me up a wall. My wife drives a white X3, and my son drives a Lexus CT200. Both of them white, both of them constantly filthy. And I drive a black Ford F-150. So, and I go, well, I haven't been good this month, but I go at least once a month, if not twice. And they go like once every 6 months. And it drives me crazy. You're not that nice. Well, I only have one. You got to remember that. I don't. If I had multiples, it would be different. I only have one to take care of. So you, you have three, if I'm not mistaken, right, John? Mead, Volpe, Black, Ferguson, Vera. There's an Austin Martin orange paper to 25, and behind that, here's a nice one, Colson Montgomery. Orange Lava Auto to 25. 22 of 25 on the Montgomery. Yeah, so I mean, if you took my son's present and had to chop it into three, you know, he'd be getting like a biscuit and a pair of socks. Yeah, so you have a lot. You have to take care of a lot more mouths than I do. And that adds up quick, my friend. I love the doing the trip thing. Just call travel agency or go online and book the trip and then hand it to both of them. Go, all right, we're going here. Merry Christmas. It's easy. It's simple. That's it. And then usually I just get whatever's on the end cap at Target. 23 at 25, which, you know, drives me crazy. But what are you going to do? See, my wife came from a family like that. I came from this really like strict Christmas family. Like, you don't ask, you don't cheat, you open on Christmas Day, you know, the whole 9 yards. Like, it was, even when I got older, like me and my sister got in our teens, it was always that way. Like, you wake up Christmas morning, you open presents, you know, you do the whole thing. There's none of this, oh, buy me this in October for Christmas or this or that or whatever. Like, none of that happened in my house. Abreu and Montgomery. And I'll tell you a funny story. Alberto Rodriguez to 75, 9 to 75. Whereas, like, my wife's family, it was like, you know, it's like May. And my wife's like, I want a pair of shoes. Could you get them for me for Christmas? They're like, yeah, sure. And then Christmas rolls around. And it's like, do you guys open anything at Christmas? Nah, I got presents all year for Christmas. Like, what are you talking about? Like, when I was 11 years old, the big thing were the, you know, BMX bikes and stuff, right? That was big in our neighborhood. We all had bikes. We all did tricks. We had a half pipe. We had the whole 9 yards. So I wanted a new bike. And again, for some of you that are younger, won't remember this one, but I wanted a Dyno Comp 1. It was the very first one that came out. And I was dying for this bike. I mentioned it 1,000 times that I wanted this bike for Christmas. And I'll never forget, it was $150. Alec Thomas, 24 of 150 for Arizona. And back then, I mean, that was what, 86, 85, whatever. That was a lot for a bike. I mean, the only bike you could buy that was more than that was like a Harrow at the time. They were, you know, $400 or $500. But man, I played this to a T. Every corner, every this, every that. I wanted this bike. And my mom was, you know, typically my mom, she wasn't the nicest lady in the world. Whereas my dad was different. He was like, just give him the damn bike, you know, like shut him up already. So finally, my dad and my mother gave in, and she said you can buy him the bike. And Andy Rodriguez for the Pirates to 99, 55 of 99. So my fear was my dad was going to get the wrong bike. Because this was the first and only time it was ever like, please, 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 I want this, I want this, I want this. And they said, fine, we'll get it for you. But then I was like, but I should go with you so you get the right bike, you know, the right color, the right everything. I mean, this was, like I said, 1985, 86. This was a big purchase, you know, at $149.99. I was like king of the world, you know. So my dad was like, yeah, sure, of course. Come on, we'll go to the shop and you show me which one you want and I'll buy it and blah, blah, blah. So, oh, my mother was a piece of work. So this was like 2 weeks before Christmas. He takes me to this place called Folsom Cycles, right? And there's the bike, man. It's like, it was like the gun in A Christmas Story. Oh, you open the door and it's like gleaming to me, you know, the whole 9 yards. So we get the bike, and it's exactly what I want. The color, everything, set, bing, bang, boom. I get home. My dad takes it out of the trunk of his car. I hop on it and start riding it down the driveway. And next thing I hear my mother had this crazy whistle, right? Brainer Bonacy. She could whistle like you could hear from like a mile away. This super loud whistle. All of a sudden I hear this whistle and I stop. And whenever you heard that whistle, it meant, get your ass home, right? So I stop and I turn around. She's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I'm going to ride my bike." She's like, "It's not Christmas yet. You can't ride that bike." I say, "Excuse me? Get back here." She made me put the bike under the tree until Christmas Day. Sat there for 2.5 weeks in my living room. I wasn't allowed to touch it until Christmas Day. She was hardcore. Even my father had this look on his face, like, "What are you doing to this kid?" Like, why would you make him, like, it was the ultimate, just, oh gosh, I still can remember the feeling now. That stupid bike. Anyway. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you guys, and I truly appreciate it. And I do like when you listen to my stupid stories. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. Tomorrow night, Soccer Sunday. We're having some soccer breaks tomorrow night. We're doing World Cup and MLS Chrome. So if you're into soccer, come and grab a spot. Even if you're not into soccer, come by and say hi and watch anyway and see if we can't find any goodies. We're also doing some baseball tomorrow night too, so it's not just soccer. Otherwise, please stay safe, stay healthy out there, and bear with me for a sec while I put this hit recap together. Crazy, right? That's a crazy story. That was my mother to a T. Like, I don't know why I was surprised, to be honest with you, when she said I had to put the bike under the tree. Like, in hindsight, of course I did. That was her, man. She was no joke, dude. I never forget the look on my father's face. Just like, really? But he wasn't standing up to her any more than I was. Every morning I get up and there be the bike just sitting there. That's a true story. I swear on my life. Oh, I got plenty more. My mother, I got stories about my mother all day. She was nuts. All right, recap 2022 Topps Pro debut half jumbo case break number 15. Let's do it. All right. To 150, Thomas, Ramos, Marte, Palmer, Vivas, and Mauricio, all to 150. To 99, Holgate, Schwartz, Rodriguez, Hassel, and Lawler. To 75, Rodriguez and Bliss. To 25, Austin Martin and George Valera. All right, come on, focus. All right, refractors. To 99, Rodriguez, Kerstadt, Pineda, Herniza. To 75, Cowser, Martin, Cerda, Machado. To 50, York, Trimble, and Beatty. And to 25, Khalil Watson with the orange lava. And then autographs. Base autos of Chandler, Lee, Mead, Benales, Velasquez, Sosa, Pye, Schwartz, and Bonacy. Trey Sweeney, green to 99. Cespedes for the rest of us. Gold Future Cornerstones 20 of 50, and a very tasty Colson Montgomery orange lava to 25. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy. Hit that like and subscribe on your way out the door, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.